Hey everybody, my name is David Brennan. I want to chat with you today about employee onboarding, orientation, and training in your workforces. So one of the biggest challenges that we see in this is how do you deliver consistent messaging, making sure that all of your team gets the training that they need and they actually review all the documentation that's required for them to be able to go out and do their work safely. So with the amount of effort that goes into this, companies that are running multiple divisions, sites, locations, really can struggle with this because you have to bring those people into either a centralized place or you have to have multiple different people doing it at different sites. So one of the big things that we see is that when you're doing it and you have multiple people involved, you don't have consistency. You don't have the same message going out. Everybody has their own teaching style. Everybody manages their team a little differently. So there's a massive opportunity for companies to be able to take their training that they have, their orientation courses, all of the sign-offs and everything that your workforce needs to do, and automate them through software. We spent a huge amount of time in our careers. I worked in oil and gas for a very long time, built a ton of orientation programs, delivered more than I ever cared to think about every single morning to 20, 30 workers. And getting a consistent message, keeping them engaged, going through information that's actually important can take a huge amount of time. It's a massive load on your team. And the consistency, my training versus the next person's training was always a little different. So there's a huge capacity for you to be able to automate this and make it consistent and really set your teams up for success. So how do we do it? Well, the first thing is look at the actual training that you have. Look at your orientations, look at your policies and your sign-offs. Start by creating your orientation video. Try and keep it interesting. Make sure that you break it into segments. You don't want a 45-minute video because nobody can last that long. Just take your time, create 5-10-minute modules, create a little bit of test, keep it interactive. And then what you can do from there is, of course, add your sign-offs. And what we really love, and we try and teach everybody, is the power of your cell phone, the power of your camera, the power of you being able to create training that's specific for your company. Once you have this stuff, you can actually use a system like the Safety Evolution safety management software to automate this, host all your training courses, have it so that every worker gets their training when they come in. I'll give you a little story on this. We use our software here at Safety Evolution to do the very same thing. Every person that comes in to our company goes through the training that's been provided and built for their position and their team. A sales team goes through how to do cold calls, how to do outreach, how to deal with inbound leads, how to do discovery calls, how to do demos. They learn how to use all of our software. Our support team, same thing. How to use our ticketing system, how to build out customers, software, and everything like that. And it's really amazing how we're shifting from this world where everything was written on paper and you had to read a novel to figure out how to do something, to being able to create short 3 to 5 minute videos, host them in different places like our software or even in your safety manual. That's a pretty cool one that we're seeing a lot of our customers do, is actually embedding videos into their safety manual now in the software. So really, really cool capacity to be able to get a message that's consistent and out to your workforce. So one of the things that we continually hear from people is, oh, it's super expensive to create training. And then my favorite one is, well, how are we ever going to know if they actually watched it? They're just going to turn it on and walk away. Put a test on it. Don't make it 40 minutes long. Make it short, make it interactive, and they will watch it because they care about their job. Give your people a little more credit and you will see amazing things out of them. So in a recap, start looking for ways that you can automate your training. Look at jobs that you can video. Look at your orientation process. How can we create orientation videos? How can we create consistent messaging across our whole company so that everybody that comes into our company gets onboarded and set on the right path to go to work. Once you get all that built, find a software like ours that allows you to be able to deliver that to your team when they first come to your business, start working for you, and then from there, start using it on everybody and making sure that they're getting the right start for your company. If you want to learn a little bit more about how you can do that in the Safety Evolution software, book a 15-minute call with our sales team and they'll walk you through it, show you all the really cool features that we have. Have a great day.